I've been, I would say, fair to Bauer Sharp through this year. I've tried to highlight when things went well. I have been honest when they haven't gone well, which, let's be real, has been more often than not. I'm going to show a couple plays here, though, where again, this guy's just a junior. Played a lot of quarterback. I still think there's some stuff here that can be useful. I don't know if this offense and this staff is going to get it out of him, but this is okay. Well, just watch him. Hang on. Let me mute as always. Okay. So, going to just run him real quick out. Just out lined up in the backfield. Get the ball out to him quickly. Boom. Goes looking for contact. Guys, I want you to think about the guy that's running here is 6'4" and 235, 240. That can run like this. Like, you can use that. Now, the ways they've chosen to use him, all the screens and the shovel pass, like, what the hell? Like, that's not how you use a 6'4", 240-pound tight end. Like, he should be leading the bubble screen, not part of it. Like, that's a whole other thing. But again, that's not on him. That's not his fault, and I think people misplace that sometimes. So here let's watch Ole Miss walk on and off. Of course, we don't talk about that. And again, that's part of football. I'm not even dogging Ole Miss. It's just been a funny story this year. This play isn't about Oklahoma. This is about Walter Nolan being a bad dude. Watch him here. He's going to fly in, eat up these two, and then this guy's going to swerve. I think it's Harris, something like that. He swipes in right behind Nolan, goes right around him, boom, and he's there. But that all gets made to happen because Walter Nolan just eats up Fabechi Nwidwu and Troy Everett. And that play was dead to rights. But that's not what I'm here to highlight. So, and here, we heard all off season what a crazy blocker Bauer Sharp was. Like, oh, he's just wild, man. He plays with his hair on fire, blah, blah, blah. I want to be really clear. We didn't get to see any of that. We had to be told that. I don't know why people would tell you that if it wasn't true or if they didn't have reservations because you're just putting a big bullseye on that kid's back. But regardless, it happened. So, watch him, and we've talked about his blocking. Once he realizes Jackson Arnold's going to run, look, okay, go find contact. Boom, and he buries that kid. That's a great, and talk some shit, fine. Great, play with that attitude all the time. And maybe he does, and he's just out there he's talking shit while he's missing blocks. Maybe that happens. I don't know. I can't speak to his trash talk levels on the field. Not there to offer any insight on that particular topic. But again, here, I just, like, there's stuff to work with here. There's stuff you can make use of. Guys, can we talk about, and I just noticed it, look at Jacob Jordan here. If this receiver group has had any trouble with something this year, it's finding where to sit down, finding when you're in space. He finds a little spot here. Now, that's a tough throw for Jackson Arnold at this point. He's on the move. Got to drop it over these guys, and this guy's closing down Jordan. So, again, Jackson Arnold makes the right choice there. Don't throw that ball. But as much as anybody I've seen, he shows a willingness to, oh, I'm in space, stop running. And again, some of this is the problem. Some of the problem with this all year has been these receivers are really young and or inexperienced. Okay, you get that. That's valid. No one should be expecting these guys to understand all the nuances of their position. Jacob Jordan's a true freshman walk-on, guys. He's played very little football until last week, at least for Oklahoma. How does he know these things and these guys don't? Why? Comes from a very good program at South Lake Carroll and was always a savvy receiver. Worked with former Sooner David Robinson in the Dallas area. Like, I get that he's learned a lot and he's been well-trained and well-coached. but I don't know. I feel like the guys who are good zone receivers, good zone beaters, whatever you want to call them, you kind of know it early on. Like, you kind of see it. Like, oh, this guy's good. Like, Ryan Broyles is a master. Like, just, oh, found space, sit down. Found space, sit down. Like, he knew, especially, and I feel like he would have known it even more if his quarterback was playing behind this offensive line. Get me to space as quickly as I can and get my head around for this quarterback. Like, stop running into coverage. Stop covering yourself up. It's crazy. But anyway, that was not the point of this. I wanted to point out Bauer Sharp. There are still things that are useful there, and I think people going into next year are going to write him off, and I don't think that's right. This is a development game. I think there is room to develop him into maybe not what everybody hoped he was going to be, like, oh, he's this freak athlete and a great tight end, he's going to be a Mackey guy. I don't think that's in the deck. I don't think that's in the cards. I don't think I'm breaking news there. But do I think he can be a solid tight end? Yeah, I still kind of think that. We'll have to see if he can get there.